Alright. Hello guys, Rezi here, and Kettei the 7th has made a new video. We've been waiting for weeks, actually for days I think. We've been waiting for days, okay? And the title of the video, has ZZZ finally become greedy and stupid? If I'm going to answer that, I would say it's a gacha game. It's been a year, the honeymoon phase is over. Probably yes. Maybe, might be, perhaps. But remember, Zenless devs, time and time again, prove that they are listening to us. Okay? So we will see. And this is a 30-minute long video, so if I edit it or just post the whole thing, that is very long. Okay? Epilepsy warning.
They decided to reduce the HP of the boss, but then inflate its defense to levels that have never been seen before.
Is it too
They're
loud?
gonna find a way
to
to make the game counter or fight against Miyabi.
That statement of EO, factual. Right now we can feel it towards the Defiler, toward like the nerf on the anomaly build up and stuff.
Part of the cause of this is HP inflation.
Yep.
We're tying all this back to the HP inflation.
Today, we're talking about HP
Oh shit,
inflation.
Flossin!
HP inflation.
Oh shit, that was wait.
Talking about HP inflation.
Wait, that was the pose.
HP inflation.
Dude. Yo, I spent like 5 minutes editing this. I was like, dude, this is kind of worrying when I was making it, bro. I was getting scared, man. But remember, it is good to, show your concerns. Tell about, like, be cautious. Hey, like, tell the devs, hey, man, this is not cool. What is happening? But now we are noticing that, hey, they are balancing Deadly Assault. They're trying something new. And I could say props to the devs that they are trying something. And they're not afraid to just be like, oh, we don't want to worry, we don't want to scare our players, man. Yeah. Anyways, continuing on.
HP inflation is outpacing the average of characters.
Holy wait, hold on.
HP inflation is outpacing
Dude, there's so
the
much.
average of characters.
HP inflation is only a problem if you are dog shit at the game.
Dude, back then, okay, listen. No wonder why EO got so much hate when he said that.
If ZZZ keeps inflating the HP in response to the clears of the sweatiest players, it will lose its.
Oh shit! I made it! Wait, I made it! We made it!
Players, it will lose its.
We made it! Yeah.
Player base, which could be the end of the game.
Ah, Billy! That's my boy.
Right now,
Tambi, let's go.
Our roster can still clear, but if this trend continues aggressively, it will become a problem.
Yep.
It's important to note that this is
Lost
heavily
in speaking
anti-consumer. It pushes players away from pulling who they like and more towards pulling who they need. That tension exists in every gacha, but HP inflation tilts the scale even further toward meta chasing. At this point, it no longer feels like a natural balance adjustment. It just feels like raw inflation to make clears harder. Last cycle, you scraped by. This cycle, you didn't clear.
Yep.
Not because you built
I don't know what
you
video
played poorly,
was this from
or you
Floss,
pulled wrong,
but I've
because
watched it.
HP spiked. When HP inflation gets so steep that you're practically forced into specific characters just to clear it all, it stops being about matchups and starts being about mandatory pulls. That's not healthy design.
Truth be told, I feel like I'm a little bit late on this. As it seems,
It's
this
fine to be
entire
late, better late than
conversation
never.
around ZZZ and its in-game content is reaching ahead.
Hey, am I the only
It
one
feels
who
like the
thinks that
community has
Kettei's
been
voice
completely
is
divided
sexy?
on multiple fronts when it comes to the topic. And every day I see more and more fighting amongst ourselves.
Let me know in the
that
comments,
will
dude.
ultimately just lead to nowhere. So today, I would like to start over and go back to the beginning. Work our way down the line.
From the beginning.
and go
Okay.
over everything that has happened.
Alright, a
to
little
the
bit of
game.
Rezi
Break
lore.
it all down.
A little bit of Rezi lore. I started at 1.4, specifically January 4th of this year, 2025. That's when I started, so
speak on some objective.
The only thing I know before 1.4 was the game is piss easy. Okay,
Facts.
that's all I know.
And speak my own truth on the matter.
Speak your truth, King.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Kettei the 7th, and I'll be your host today. Chapter 1. The Dawn of a New Game. On July 4th, 2024, a heavily anticipated Hoyo game has finally hit the gacha market after almost 2 years from the first teaser back on May 13th, 2022. And due to the popularity of other Hoyo brands, such as Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, many players were eager to give this new action RPG a shot. But to say things started off great would be falling very short of the truth, as the game's launch was negatively received by many. And while there were a multitude of reasons, the one that stuck to me the most was the combat was too easy.
Yep, that's the only thing I know about Zenless before 1.4, before I even joined.
You had literal clips of content creators being able to clear the in-game content while being blindfolded. It ended up creating a significant portion of the player base saying that they can just mash to win.
What's funny about this about Mr. Pokey is that for me, I recently just learned this video as well,
saying
maybe a month ago.
Just mash to win. And when the combat was such a big selling point for your brand new action RPG, that ended up not being too good of a look. So between patches 1.0 to 1.3 for the in-game content in zzzero, almost anything and everything was beating the game with ease. It didn't matter if people had really bad builds, their agent skills weren't leveled, or even some were using teams with little to no synergy. At the end of the day, they were still clearing the game with relative ease. But because of this, it always put ZZZ in a bad light for anyone trying up the game that wanted more of a challenge. From terms being thrown around such as baby game, this is a mash fest, or my favorite, skillless zone. It was pretty clear how a lot of people outside of the community really felt, to the point where even some made skits to make fun of the game.
I didn't even play
while trying to boost up others in the space simultaneously.
I didn't pay attention Zenless.
And I know some
I was busy playing like
but
Elden Ring, the DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, and
let me explain.
But yeah, different games and Genshin.
July 4th to December 17th of 2024, the game that we played back then is nothing to what we have now combat-wise. From being limited mechanically by forced QTEs on chain attacks, heavily limiting our combos, to only having one ultimate shared across the entire team, making any agent who isn't a damage dealer.
Maybe I lied. Okay, I know the change on the decibels. I learned the change on the decibels. Okay. Someone told me about that back when I just started Zenless. That too I learned. Okay.
Ultimate inside their entire kit.
That's why there was a big there was like an HP inflation, because now damn. I'm sorry, but now but basically now everyone can use their ult, right? So it increased the damage, faster stuns, and that.
So low that you never once had to A, interact with enemy mechanics, or B, learn how to play your team better. For a painstaking 5 months, we were locked into limited creativity in a game that didn't feel rewarding unless you were just a diehard fan such as myself. And while patch 1.1 did help to a certain extent with creativity by adding manual chain attacks, it still
it was 1.1
like
that they added chain attacks.
Was missing. So the beginning of the game was a lot of growing pains that we as a community had to overcome. However, that script was
I just woke up like an hour ago and I'm drinking Coke literally in the morning.
2024.
December 18th.
As in-game content would change forever.
So that is 1.4, and I started late too in 1.4.
Chapter 2. The Turning Point.
Miyabi, yep. In case you guys didn't know, Miyabi is the reason why I download Zenless, and I ended up being a Billy main because I saw a gameplay
Saying
of Billy.
patch 1.4 breathed life into the
Fell in
game
love.
would be quite an understatement, as 1.4 was truly the turning point for Zenless on Zero. By serving as a soft relaunch for the game to incentivize new players to give it a try and inspire old players to return. And they did this by giving out satisfactory rewards, while also giving away a free S-Rank DPS agent in Haramasa.
Thank God
while
I started
also
playing
releasing
1.4.
the most anticipated agent in the game's short history, Miyabi.
Miyabi. Harumasa was a little bit,
But
extra.
the most
in there,
important
but
thing for
Miyabi.
me was the changes to the combat. By completely overhauling the old decibel system and introducing a new in-game mode. But still to this day, some players will downplay how big of a change this actually was, so please allow me to explain. Allowing every ultimate to be used on your team is more than just a damage increase.
Yeah.
It's more than just mere style points. It was a fundamental change to how we approach the game as a whole. As ultimates from support such as Nicole, Sokaku, and Lucy gave more energy to your team.
I kind of want to experience
Ultimates from
Zenless
Sun
without
agents
before
allowed
they
for not only
rehaul the
quicker,
game.
but more controlled timing.
Fuck, I
to
should have
stun
played
enemies.
earlier, bro.
And defense agents like Caesar could finally use their ultimate and do
Whoa. Nah.
this
Nah, that's
completely changed
foul.
teams'
Nah.
rotations, and it opened
My
up a new level of
queen.
skill
I mean, my
and
king
player
was
expression.
getting.
And by combining the decibel
Was getting
change with the
strays.
manual chain attacks added back in 1.1, they finally gave those who wanted more everything they needed, while still making the game more fun for those on the casual side of the audience as well. So no matter what kind of player you were, this was a win for everyone.
It's a win-win
And
situation.
what better way to show this newfound player expression than with a new game mode that gave you the ability to perfect your team's rotations and strategies in the new Deadly Assault. When Deadly Assault first came,
What? Wait. I thought there was a Deadly Assault in... Like in one... I thought Deadly Assault started when the game came out too. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it's all started at 1.4?
it was incredible.
But then I pretty... dude, it sucks. Because I missed pretty much the start of Deadly Assault because I was just starting. And I know back then that I wasn't ready in the end game. Damn. Bro, I missed so fucking much.
Awards were set at a low bar,
I
while
feel-
still
bro,
allowing those
nah, I
who
feel
wanted to push
sad,
their
man.
teams to the limit. And for the first 6 months of the game mode, every single reset, we would see players from around the world discover new combos, rotations, agent techs, and synergies. Watching the community come together to perfect things while letting players who are on the casual side not have to try too hard to get all their polychrome was such an amazing sight to see.
Yeah, you only need 6
And I remember
stars.
telling my good friend Leno, there's
Hey,
no
Lito.
possible way anyone could push these teams any further. And week after week, having to eat my words, as they would find a way to go even further beyond. But also, during this time, Miyabi was released and was set as the new power ceiling of the game, and would remain there for...
Uh-oh.
Yishuan is going to be one of the only characters who can deal with this content.
Chapter 3. A heretic appears. The release of Miyabi in 1.4 was a weird case for many reasons, as she was by far the strongest DPS agent in the game, reaching new damage
I mean, even
ceilings
to this
other
day,
agents
Miyabi's
couldn't
still the
fathom.
most powerful.
It felt like anything her sword touched just disappeared, and many players started saying nothing in ZZZ was Miyabi resistant, trivializing the content with little effort. It got to the point where if you didn't pull for Miyabi, some players in the community would laugh or shame you. And trust me,
That
I know.
I wasn't on that community, to be honest.
She
I
was
was
so much
just
stronger
enjoying
than
the
anything
game.
else on her release that agents like Ellen J
I didn't
were
even
constantly
thought
catching
that
strays.
Miyabi was that
And a
powerful,
great
man.
example of
I
this
just love her
was the
gameplay.
infamous damage calculation that showed M0 Miyabi being better than M6 Ellen.
Wait, M0.
Just keep in mind, this was
Ow.
pre-buff Ellen.
Oh, wait.
Better
Go
than
back.
M6 Ellen.
Wait.
Just keep in mind this, that showed
M6 Ellen is worse than M0 that... Dude, so, wait, what? M6 Ellen is about a 60% increase over M0? Oh, that is foul.
M0 Miyabi being better than M6 Ellen. Just keep in mind, this was pre-buff Ellen.
Yeah, pre-buff.
But as the great saying goes, with great power comes great drama.
Great
and my source to
I thought it was with great responsibility, man.
I made it the up.
Okay.
On December 26, 2024, St. Tontas made his first video on ZZZ. And let's just
You know what's crazy about this video? Hold on.
St. Tontas
This video, I didn't discover this video until like 2 months. Or maybe a month.
made his first video on ZZZ. And let's just say, the community wasn't, happy. God, that thumbnail is beautiful. I mean, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's. I could sit here and go through the ongoing war between St. Tontas and the ZZZ community, but I don't get paid enough for that. Whether you hate him or love him, or whether you agree or disagree, it is an undeniable fact that the term HP inflation would become a lot more prevalent throughout the entire community after his arrival. And this would lead to some
it
players
went for
asking
like
questions on
months.
different
HP
platforms,
inflation, HP
such
inflation.
as, is Miyabi too strong?
Like, we get it.
Was she actually a problem? Would Hoyoverse start expecting more players to have her and increase the in-game content accordingly, making accounts without her fall behind? It actually got to the point where brief comparisons with a character named Acheron from Honkai Star Rail were being drawn. So when the patch 1.6 drip marketing happened a couple months later, and the new agent revealed was zzzero Ambi, whether you want to believe it or not, there was a mild concern to see what direction Hoyoverse would take, as they just released Astra Yao in 1.5, bringing a new level of support the game had never seen.
But then Sandy was like one of the worst S-rank agents you can pull.
Into an S-rank DPS.
Not doom posting my girl. She's getting buff, okay?
They continued to push the agent ceiling.
Can't wait.
Or was Miyabi just a special case, being a Void Hunter?
I think maybe this is my thought. Maybe all the Void Hunter, not including Yishuan. Yishuan is the same level. You know, she have her own thing. But perhaps all Void Hunters will be similar to Miyabi's level when it comes to meta. However, if the devs decide, hey, let's break the power ceiling to Miyabi, it might be the wrong turning point in there. You know, it might be... Not even might. That's literally feels wrong. Because the devs made a video about, like, they want all the characters, they want all the agents have a long-lasting effect. Long-lasting, so... Again, that's just my thought, my opinion. So, we shall see. We shall see in the future.
It happened soon after. However, I still believe patches 1.5 through 1.7 are very interesting to go back and look at. Because there was a common trend being set during this time. Chapter 4. The Calm Before the Storm.
How many chapters is this? Chapter 6, 7?
Improvisations on stage, shall we?
Patches 1.5 through 1.7 was a special time for the game, in my honest opinion. They made it clear no DPS was going to overtake Miyabi anytime soon, with the releases of Evelyn, Sambi, and Hugo, while also releasing more general agents for more teams at the same time, like Astra Yao, Trigger,
Astra Yao, best support in the
outside
game.
of a couple exceptions, no boss felt too restrictive.
Yep.
And it genuinely felt like player expression was at
Dude,
an all-time high.
it's so fun to be able to use many teams against one boss. The problem with the Defiler is that she takes less anomaly damage, takes more anomaly, like, you need to build up more anomaly. It kind of feels sucked towards anomaly mains, okay, out there. That against the Defiler, you can't pretty much do anything, right? Against the sword, or like you take like your damage, basically you're nerfed. I mean, I would say this now. Now you guys know how it feels to main and attack agents against Bringer. You know, well now Butcher, because you need Disorder to get points, this and that. But I said this before, we want neutral bosses that doesn't nerf Anomaly, that doesn't nerf Attack, that doesn't nerf Rupture. No nerfs, no buffs, just a neutral boss. It's more fun to fight those bosses, right? Yes, there are matchups, this and that, but why not just make a boss that have 2 element resistances, right? And still be neutral. Or maybe that is a bad idea, I don't know, but we just want a neutral boss that you can use every agent that you pulled for, every team that you want to, man. And the Defiler, very cinematic in the end, but it's not. Yo, what's the music? Wait. Kinda banger. Banger. Bro, I'm tapping the table. I hope the mic doesn't count that. I wonder what's gonna be. I hope the new boss, in 2.3 boss, that's we already know that it's going to shield rupture agents. I just hope they're not too restrictive with it, man. But I'm not gonna expect anything. I would just expect that they're gonna shield rupture, that it's going to like, you need rupture, you need mana tool here. Which sucks, if that is the case, but again, more neutral bosses, please. And no more invulnerability phases, bro. Or, if they want to make more invulnerability phases, make that shit cancelable, man. It's not fun to not
ZZZ
interact.
was in a pretty solid spot during this time.
I agree with that.
But as patch 1.7 drew closer and closer to its end, the game and its community would be put through its next big test, moving into patch 2.0. And oh boy, were we in for a ride.
The anniversary,
Chapter
2.0.
5, the first anniversary.
Dude, not gonna lie, 2.0 story was kind of
Zero finally here in 2.0. Players had a lot to look forward to.
I'm saying
Whether it was
2.0,
continuing the
okay?
main story, the 2.0 anniversary rewards, or getting their hands on our new Void Hunter level agent, Ishwin. Everything looked promising in the beginning, and seemed like ZZ could have a seamless 2.x version era.
Well, the
However,
story kind of.
Even with all this, the talk about HP inflation in the game's future didn't die down. In fact, it grew. But if we were to go and reference these charts here, we can see at the beginning of 2.0, it was not inflation, but rather HP deflation. For both shield defense and deadly assault, it was not inflation, but rather HP deflation.
Wait, this is both from Shiyu? I thought it was only Shiyu. I thought the HP from 2.0 in deadly assault has been the same.
Defense and deadly assault. Shout out to my friend Fish, by the way. He made all these charts for me, and I greatly appreciate it. Link to his spreadsheet in the description below. But HP is not the only thing being brought up this time as well. As with the introduction of Ishwin, we now had access to a brand new class called Rupture. And following the introduction of Rupture came a new enemy mechanic called Miasma.
Yep.
And while yes, this mechanic was designed with Rupture in mind, it still felt fair.
It is fair. Remember the Doom posting about Miasma? That you only need Rupture agents to be able to deplete it? You only need Rupture.
And that's because you did not need Rupture agents at all to deal with it.
There you go.
As defensive assist, dodge counters, and ultimates would all reduce the shield. And because ultimates were so effective against it in general, it made agents like Seth and Caesar's ultimate finally have a good use case. As an
oh, dude. That is true, that is true. With the, I think, I don't know if it was Real Suke's video or Muzzy that I commented that for defense agents, they can finally use their ult.
Almost every other scenario.
To, you know, to remove the Miasma shield
and then
quicker.
furtherly, you were greatly rewarded for breaking the shield.
But, let's be honest here. The devs forgot defense agents at the moment, okay? So, we will see in the future that there's gonna be a defense meta, dude. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be funny.
Shield and shield defense, the boss would immediately lose 15% of their max HP, effectively meaning you only had to do around 85% of the total HP to defeat them.
And Miasma also gives you energy after you remove it, and some decibels as well.
And for Deadly Assault bosses, when you break their miasma, you do around 2.5% of their total HP.
Wait, okay. Oh.
But just remember that Deadly Assault bosses have way more 0.5% of
it's different. Oh. Alright, you learn something every day. It's HP. Different. Okay.
But just remember that Deadly Assault bosses have way more health than Shiyu, so 2.5% is still a lot.
2.5 is still a lot.
And on top of all of this...
Oh! By the way, in Deadly Assault, after you remove the miasma shield, it gives you about like 1,000 or 1,500 points. Maybe, just maybe, up to like 2,000. Those are free points, by the way, so and you get a maximum of 5,000 on performance points. Yeah.
Entire team will gain 80 energy as well, allowing you to immediately capitalize after the shield break.
Yeah, I was saying that
been an issue, and it is nowhere near as restrictive as some might have thought it would be. But that's not all the anniversary patch gave us, as we also got our first ever agent to get buffed in Ellen Joe.
Ellen,
And I bring this up to not really discuss Ellen's changes specifically, but more so what this buff meant for the future of the game as a whole. As this buff is what led players to believe that if older agents start to underperform, the ZZZ devs will be able to breathe life into them once again.
I just hope it's not just the S-rank agents,
this,
though.
Some believe this may have just been a one-time thing. It would never happen again.
Nah.
A fluke, you may say.
Yeah.
But now with the zzzero ambi buffs,
I get, bro.
You know that Ellen's buff
you don't know how many videos I've watched already for the soldier, for Sandy buff, dude.
Throughout all patch 2.0, the endgame still felt fair, balanced, and not that big of an issue. That is, until we get to the next chapter of this story.
Okay, let's see.
Chapter 6. The Shill era begins.
This is where the Defiler comes in. I mean, the Fiend, for me, my problem on Fiend is just like the invulnerable phases.
Assault boss, Defiler.
Yeah, the Defiler.
Damn, she thick. What the fuck?
I agree. I agree. Wait,
God damn, she thick.
She can defile me, bro. Look at the fucking thighs, dude. Bro, she can crush my head like a watermelon in there, bro. Look at the miasma boobies, bro. One poke of a needle in there, that's just gonna squirt. Shh. Make sure to drink the miasma gooey. Oh, what?
As this was by far the most public outrage I have ever seen from the game before. And a lot of
I like.
Okay, HP inflation needs to stop.
It needs to be different in Deadly Assault. I like this fight in the story, but not in Deadly Assault. Okay. It's engaging, very interactive, but holy, I can't deal fucking damage. I can't do anything on her invulnerable phase, dude. I'm gonna be honest, I want bosses that I can get my performance points while also dealing damage. That's all I want.
And to that, I actually have to disagree.
Wait, hold on, what did you say?
The HP inflation needs to stop.
It's Asian.
And to that, I actually have to disagree.
Ooh.
As I believe that statement isn't strong enough. So rather saying HP inflation needs to stop, we should be saying agent shilling needs to stop.
Yes.
Or at least
I agree to that.
It's egregious saying agent.
Okay.
And a lot
they do have a point. Dude, it's one of the things that I want to say.
Will say the HP inflation needs to stop. And to that, I actually have to disagree, as I believe that statement isn't strong enough. So rather saying HP inflation needs to stop, we should be saying agent shilling needs to stop. Or at least not be as egregious. But some of you may ask, what does shilling mean? Well, lucky for you, my good friend Nix has a great definition for this. Shilling is when something is inherently designed to push a specific
character or archetype to perform in their best possible conditions, and in some cases even overperform.
Specific character or archetype to perform in their best possible conditions, and in some cases even overperform. And this is why I can't stress enough that the real issue is far more than just an HP problem. And in fact, if it was truly just HP only, then you as a player would not feel it nearly as bad. And to properly explain myself and point of view, we're going to have to go back to 1.4 really quick, when the first signs were being shown to us. Back in 1.4, when Miyabi released, there was a new boss, Bringer, added alongside her. And Bringer was by far the perfect Miyabi boss.
Yeah,
From the buffs he
it's
gave,
literally a
the
Miyabi
hand
shield
phase
boss.
taking great anomaly damage, and being much more susceptible to freeze than other bosses, as he was able to be frozen for longer periods of time. Everything about Bringer screamed Miyabi. And if you were a long time
I
viewer,
can't
my
believe I'm gonna say this, but I do miss Bringer. Alright, I do miss Bringer in Deadly Assault, okay? Yes, he is a physical resistant against my Billy, but dude, I miss him.
channel, you know that I've had the honor to be able to help.
But I just wish there's another version of Bringer, like phase 1 Bringer and more aggressive without the hands, okay? Like, I think this is just not, I don't know what it's called, but maybe like Bringer, and then now they need to make another version of Bringer, like Notorious Bringer, where he's more aggressive with his attacks without shilling any, like, you know, no shilling anomaly, no shilling attacks, no shilling rupture, just straight up he's aggressive as fuck. He slaps you with his fucking hand. You can see his eyeballs staring at you, you know, maybe he throw his eyeballs, I don't know, something like that, dude, where you want your agent to like dodge counter a lot of times. Like, in order to get points, you just dodge counter, dude.
Players for the past year, helping them all to improve their in-game results. And I can confidently say that even back in 1.4, I saw people struggling, and it was almost always against Bringer. Anytime I would try to help someone struggling with Bringer, there was almost always a common factor in place. They didn't have Miyabi.
I was gonna say they didn't have
And this could have
Miyabi.
been they were just taking a break from the game at that time. They also could have started the game after 1.4, or the one that shocks everyone till this day. Maybe they just didn't like her.
They didn't like Miyabi? Ooh, that's rare. Oh, he's getting booed,
But at the
no!
end of the day, not everybody was able to have her on their account for different reasons.
Yeah,
So
they
making
lost the
bosses that shield
50.
new agents has been a thing since the beginning. And truth be told, there is nothing wrong with that to a certain extent, as it makes sense that a company like Hoyoverse would want to sell the new agents on banner.
Pretty much every
But where it
gacha
starts
game
to
as
become a
well.
problem is when the bosses are so tailor-made to the new agents that playing other team archetypes into that boss feels horrible.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine for different archetypes to thrive against specific bosses, but other archetypes
Like,
should
it's
still
fine if the boss shield to the newest agent, but at the same time, it shouldn't make you feel like your other teams is horrendous to use, basically. Like, yeah.
be able to enter that fight with a fair challenge.
Yep.
And this is where we now go back to patch 2.1 and the arrival of use.
Like, I feel like they should only, like, bosses should be made where, yes, it shield the character, but it should still feel fair to use your other teams.
Zuha.
Oh, Yuza? Yeah.
Yuzuha was the next big support added to Zenless Zone joining Astriel at the top of the tier list, being an incredible anomaly support while also giving general buffs as well. But with Yuzuha's arrival came a change, as all Deadly Assault bosses will receive a 10% anomaly build-up resistance.
Oh.
Now this isn't the first time they have done this, as back in
Deadly
1.4,
Assault, okay,
Pompeii
not
specifically
Shield Defense.
also had his anomaly build-up increased.
Not
But the reason it felt
Shield
even worse
Defense,
in
it was
2.1
Deadly
is
Assault.
because of how it changed team rotations. All bosses needed
Yeah.
10% more build-up, while the agent that increased anomaly build-up for the team just so happened to be on banner. And on top of this, specific Deadly Assault bosses such as Miyabi Fiend and Defiler have an additional anomaly build-up multiplier added to them. This was such a significant change that months ago a friend named Shiro reached out to me on Discord, and he truly showed me how this affected his teams. And for those of you who don't know Shiro, he is a very good player.
He's the GOAT.
But there was many cases now, without using
Goated
on the
player.
team, old rotations just didn't work anymore. Or in some cases, agents would have to change their gearing requirements. Two great examples of this is Miyabi and Yanagi. Since their release, attack percent on slot 6 was better than anomaly mastery for them, because they
I
both
thought
had
it
enough
was-
build up at a baseline that it didn't affect their
I thought
rotations,
it's only Miyabi that needs
making
attack
anomaly mastery
percent.
not needed.
Does that
But
mean
now
I need to
fast forward
switch my
today,
Miyabi to
and if you
anomaly
watch
mastery? I
any
mean, to
high-scoring
anal
VA
mastery
clear
then?
using Miyabi or Yanagi, they will both pretty much almost always have anomaly mastery on the 6th slot now. So the release of Yuzuha made a lot of players have to adapt
Yeah, I really
due
need
to the universal
I
anomaly
need to
crease.
change my Miyabi. Well, my Miyabi
And
is
this was
M6, so
Hoyoverse's
it
way
shouldn't.
of shilling for Yuzuha, making her feel much better of a pull than she already was. But now fast forward to today with the release of Seed and the new Defiler boss. We are now seeing even more things added to the in-game to make certain archetypes shine. In the case of Defiler, not
Yeah.
only is there already an additional anomaly build-up increase, but there is also a debuff that makes Anomaly deal 25%
yeah,
less damage.
yeah.
And to really top things off, some players are saying that Hoyoverse is trying to slow Miyabi down, as they're adding more and more bosses that are starting to either A, resist
ice resistance,
B, be unfreezable, or C, both.
Oh.
But doing this has caused an unfortunate downside where other ice agents such as Ellen, Joe, and Hugo are now caught.
They get caught. I was gonna say that too, dude. I have M2 Hugo. I don't have Ellen Joe, but dude, I feel like I haven't used my Hugo for the longest when it comes to like clearing Deadly Assault.
So it seems to many players that Hoyoverse wants to create more bosses that really caters towards a specific archetype. But if you remember what I said earlier, at a base, there's nothing wrong with this.
There's nothing wrong, yes, but dude, I just want a neutral boss at this point.
And it only
I'm also getting tired of the invulnerable phase.
When other archetypes feel they don't have a fighting chance anymore. And while I believe that we haven't gone that far yet, it is valid to have this concern for the future if they don't slow down. So this is much more than just an HP increase.
Yep.
It really is all the following combined. HP, extra modifiers, debuffs, resistances, and in-game buffs.
Okay, let me say this. Instead of just nerfing anomaly characters, why not just buff attack, man? Why make a boss that nerfs anomaly when you could just like, hey, if you have like, let's say 2 attack characters, right? The boss, when the boss is stunned, you get like 250 like multiplier, right? Boom, that's it. Or if the boss isn't stunned, I'm not talking about the buff, just the main thing on the boss, you know?
All at this.
With that, instead of just like, I'm saying, instead of nerfing anomaly by making the boss like, oh, they take less anomaly damage, they have more, you need more anomaly so you can build up and stuff like that. Why, instead of that, why not just make like, if you have 2 attacks, because you know, seed, maybe like shilling seed, the stun multiplier of the bosses goes up to like 250. Why is it only on Defiler? Why is it only like 125? 125 or 150? I'm not sure, but around that. Why is it like that, dude?
Same time.
Or like, fuck it, make like a whole triple attack team where now the stun multiplier goes up to what, 300 or something, 350. Like the more attack agents you have on the team, the stun damage multiplier or something like that goes up more. Because with that, you would probably put like an impact somewhere on your attack agent, even though you don't want that. I don't know, it's just a suggestion, dude.
But next time you hear any conversation around HP inflation, I want you to all understand that this is much more than just HP.
Yeah, it's just more than HP.
It is a multitude of factors all working together. Making more issues that could potentially lead us to dangerous roads.
The danger zone.
Chapter 7.
We're in the last chapter.
To the community.
Oh. Okay. Quiet.
Recently, I have noticed that there are those among us that believe anyone who speaks up on this topic is just trying to spread ill will. But I believe they may just be a little bit confused. So I thought it was a great time today to spread this message to you all, so everyone can be on the same page.
Yeah. Let's see. Well,
first things first. Constructive criticism is not toxic. Being positive isn't always good, just like negativity isn't always bad. Being able to critique the things you care for is healthy, and it can be the
being able to critique that you love for. Okay? I love Zenless. I can critique this game 24/7.
Bad.
But will the devs listen to me? I'm only one person. But if the community thinks that this is going up to be a problem, I do think that the devs will listen to us on about our concerns and other stuff in the future as well. Okay,
being positive isn't always good.
Being positive,
just like negativity isn't always bad. Being able to critique the things you care for is healthy, and it can be the catalyst that prevents complacency. Because once you become complacent, it becomes very difficult to try and change.
Yep.
And I, for one, do not wish that for this game's future.
I paused it. I was going, okay. We can't just be complacent towards, like, you know, the end game. Shield defense feels balanced as of right now, but I do think in the future they will add something, or they might change how shield defense work. Right now, the Deadly Assault, I really do think that the devs is balancing Deadly Assault. They're changing something. I think they finally have the what they wanted, how Deadly Assault works. I didn't know that Deadly Assault was only recently added in 1.4 when I started playing, okay? But I do think now that the devs want M0 teams, premium teams, have only having like a high score, maybe 30k, 35k, maybe even 40k if they can, you know, if depends on how skilled you are, right? And then if you have like a lot of, let's say, M2 mindscapes and stuff like that, you might get 50k, 55k. I don't think you will be able to kill. And then in, you know, if they're whales, they will be able to kill the boss, stuff like that. Okay, they're trying to, I think that's the idea they have right now. I think, okay, this is my opinion, this is very subjective, okay? And you know, if you're free to play teams will only have the maximum maybe like 20k, maybe 20, not maybe, actually 20k and to 25k. Okay, I think that's the direction of what they want to do in Deadly Assault. But we shall see what the devs are cooking. Okay,
I speak up because I love. I speak up because I care.
Yep.
I speak up for a community that should want the best for their game moving forward. But if you still don't understand,
if you do think, okay, I'm sure, okay, listen, I'm sure a lot of people in the Zenless community have common sense. They know if the CC, the person, the player is concerned. They have the constructive criticism. They have the stuff that they want to talk about, and the difference between that and doom posting, okay, or just hating the game for the sake of hating. Okay, I do think that we all have common sense.
let me put it to you simply. Someone speaking with passion.
Passion, hell yeah, passion, yep.
Not equate to hate.
But again, there's going to I'm just gonna say it again. People have common sense. The Zenless community have common sense. They know what's wrong, what's right. They know if this person doing posting or they're worried about the game or criticize, like, you know, criticize and stuff like that. All right. Let me go back.
Equate to hate.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Kettei love Zenless Zone Zero. Every time I open up Discord, I can literally fucking see playing Zenless Zone Zero, and that shit was like 12 hours already. I'm like, god damn, does this motherfucker sleep, bro? Like, bro, like, get some rest, man. But shit, bro. In the Battle Hub, I'll be seeing like some content creator in there as well, dude. They're PvPing, they're playing other, but bro, they love Zenless, man. I do love Zenless as well. Okay. We all have passionate love on Zenless. If we can fuck Zenless, we will fuck Zenless passionately, deeply, holding hands, you know, look them in the eye, and, you know, be gentle, yeah, and stuff like that. Okay? Passionate, yep.
Had we not spoken up about endgame variety, would there even be a Deadly Assault?
Yep.
Had we not spoken up about Hollow Zero, would there even be a Lost Void? Had we not spoken up about older agents, would LNG even be?
I was gonna say that. Yeah, and Sanby, don't forget Sanby, man, my girl, my baby girl.
Change happens.
Yep, I told you, time and time, devs does listen, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna give them the doubt. Okay, we as the players, we as the consumers. I'm sorry, I burped, but we're gonna criticize if we feel something is wrong. Okay. That's why a while back we were like, dude, HP inflation is there, but it's not a problem yet. We say yet, okay? It's manageable, alright?
Because of our actions. So long as criticism is done constructively and not dismissively, and good decisions are elevated and highlighted for the good that they bring, then the game can continue to improve. So all I ask is the next time you see or hear someone discussing the game's future, please listen with intent and understand if they are only trying to bring the game down, or if they are someone who truly cares and their passion is just slipping out at the moment.
The passion.
And please never forget.
Remember, chat, we're all passionate.
United we stand, divided we fall.
United we stand, yep.
And if we are to trip one too many times,
united we
it could be game
goon,
over
divided we fall,
for
yep.
us all.
We don't die, we multiply, alright?
Out at the moment.
Go back to there.
Please never forget. United we stand, divided we fall.
Alright, I want you guys, yep.
And if we are to trip one too many
We
times,
are united by gooning. Remember, we have to unite and as a community, you know, have a civil discussion.
it could be game over for us all.
Hmm. And the bang boos!
Zzzero is a special game for me.
Me too.
As it is a game that I genuinely love.
Yep.
But it is also the game that made me give YouTube another chance. And I would not be on this platform right now connecting with so many of you every single day.
We love you, Kettei. We love you.
And
we thank
considering
you.
how much YouTube
We
has changed my
appreciate
life
you.
over the past year, I will always
You have
feel
a sexy
indebted to
voice.
it.
You're handsome, dude.
But I promise from here on, if things need to be said, I will say them. And if there's something that needs to be praised, I will praise them. As I believe it will be healthy for us all to acknowledge the good and the bad. That way we can continue to give honest feedback to the developers.
Yep.
Because I want nothing more than this game to thrive for as long as it can and keep that fire burning. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for believing in me.
Now we thank you, Kettei.
And thank you for watching this video.
Nah.
Most
We thank you,
importantly,
Kettei.
Thank you to Shin, my trusted editor, as I know he had so much fun.
No, I
editing this
did
one.
not.
Eh.
Oh shit.
Don't
Okay.
forget to join the Discord as I do weekly giveaways there.
All right.
Check me out on X.
Yep.
The 7th. I promise.
Hey, follow
I'll
me on
start
Twitter
posting more
or
often
well
there.
X now, but yes.
And do me a favor and share this video with your friends.
I already did, Kettei. I already did.
Help spread the message. And be sure to subscribe for more Zenless on Zero
Hell yeah.
content.
Congrats on the 28K, 50K soon, chat. What did I say, chat? I'm not even
Bless us all
Dude.
with a game that we can continue to support and love.
Hell yeah.
But as always, my name is Kettei the 7th, and with that, I'm signing out.
Alright, so continuing on, right? United we goon, united we stand, divided we fall. Very simple. Okay? Again, this whole it's absolute cinema, man. It's peak, bro. It's freaking peak, man. I love it. Alright, so this is the edited part. This might be the only edited part, okay? The ending. I still can't believe it's a 15-minute video react, dude. That's funny. Alright, so yeah, I think this is the first time I'm going to post something this long. You know what else is long? Okay, anyway, pause. Hold on. No, not like that. Not like that. Yeah, this might be the very first video I'm gonna post that I reacted to. There was no Billy picture, okay? I should have worn my Billy cosplay to react, dude. That's gonna be. It would have been better. Fuck. But like I said, I just woke up like an hour earlier. Dude, I can't English. My brain is still cookified, you know. Yeah. What else? I think I'm forgetting. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say this to Kettei. The video, amazing. Chef kiss, okay, and you know, 5-star Michelin, top of the top. But okay, us Zenless, that video, we needed that video. I'm speaking towards the Zenless community. We, as a community, needed that video. We needed it so much, okay? Because he in that whole video, it's not just like he pointed out, not just HP inflation problem. There was shilling, there was shitbot and stuff like that more. Okay, and it even started from the beginning, in the beginning. Okay, it even started in the beginning, from when the game came out to like the end as of right now, right? So yeah, what else? I don't know, but I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. You know, like and subscribe as well. Oh my god, I'm starting to become a YouTuber, guys. I'm starting to say it. Like, comment, subscribe. No, hell yeah, dude. But yeah, I'm yapping too much again. Rezi here. I hope you have a wonderful day, guys, and I hope next time that I'm going to make a react video, I have my Billy cosplay on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, adios, paalam, sayonara.